Hi guys, it's AJ and welcome back to another video. I am so excited because it's finally Fontaine Archon quest time. I've been looking forward to this. I was actually going to start filming like 30 minutes ago, but then the computer decided to have audio issues, but we figured it out so it's workable. Like, y'all's experience shouldn't be affected. But also, you might notice we're in a different location. I'm so excited. It feels so... I feel like the vibes of where I'm at right now. I'm in a little French town in... Well, they just speak French. But I'm in a little town in Canada. And the place I'm staying is just very much matching the vibes of what's going on today. So, without further ado, let's begin the Archon quest. I have explored a little bit, by the way. I have. So, go to Caravan Rebat. Okay. Alright.
Good old Caravan Rebat. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahida's consciousness had been
Oh my
trapped by
god.
the
Honestly, the Fontaine Archon quest for such a time. Good memory, Paimon.
So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahida's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long
no.
time.
Something's gonna happen in Fontaine now.
Won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Oh, okay. I thought at least she's referencing Sumeru. Sumeru should be fine. Fontaine, on the other hand... Yeah, but as long as we're around...
Yeah, guess you're right.
For
We
real,
suddenly
I
find
think
ourselves
that's
right
gonna
in the
be
thick of it.
exactly how
Who
we get
knows what will
ourselves
happen
into
next?
Fontaine.
Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Be so fucking for real, Paimon. Paimon. Okay, good. Paimon is really...
Me? Before
Literally...
Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got
we
caught
need
in
Paimon
some
lore. Can we
strange
get Paimon lore,
whirlpool
please?
and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Next stop, Fontaine. Sorry if I like interrupt the endings. I can read it and I'll be able to like hear the music just barely. But for some reason, my audio, the audio levels are low. Oh, I was expecting to see Dia at the beginning of the.
I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh my god, I'm here for it.
It's Dia. Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back.
You're alright.
That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. This has to feel real. Oh, someone's listening in, of course.
You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all.
We were here for a year, girly
Guess
pop.
you'd never stay for too long in one place.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Bumping into you like this
It was
will
a long
become
year.
rarity.
I'm sorry.
I'm starting to
I
feel
couldn't
sad
with
just thinking about it.
desert exploration.
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Oh,
But no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd
it's
miss
actually
us
really
so
sweet
much.
though. I love Dia.
Don't worry.
I hope we
We'll
get
come back
more
to
for
see
her.
everyone when we get a chance.
She got done dirty by
Sounds good.
Hoyoverse.
All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we finished a few more preparations. Journey should be spontaneous. I like the second response.
Wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that
I feel like
list
this is the
Paimon
most amount of
made?
time. Okay. I thought we were about to go do some shit in Sumeru. I'm like, I thought we were
I
done
see.
here.
Guess you won't
I'm
be
sus
needing
of
a
that guy,
going away
though.
party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without
This is
you.
so sweet, though.
Seems
This
true
is so
heroes
sweet.
always prefer leaving quietly.
I feel like Dee is like the perfect character to have this little moment with, too. It's like, I love her. In her case, she'll know from our dreams anyway.
good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then
Nahita's like, I
guess this
think
is
my favorite
goodbye
arc
for
on right
now,
now. But
traveler in
Furina might
Paimon.
take that because, like,
Whether as a client
I
or
live
a
for the
friend,
drama.
you're always
I'm
welcome
sorry.
to
I feel like
come
I keep
find me.
interrupting. Bye, Dia.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Aw, I'm really glad we had a moment to, like, say goodbye to Sumeru because it was very influential to the story, honestly. So I'm really grateful we had, like, a little moment like that. That was really cute. Okay, they just took us right here. Okay, so I've already kind of, like, been here. Like, I explored around here earlier, but, you know, harbor.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's
Oh my
forge.
goodness, I'm so excited.
Wow. Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is
Yo.
extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Oh my goodness, it's just such a vibe. So I heard, and it's about what I imagined.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Something to do, drama to cause. Let's start by meeting. Whoa, girly pop. That was fast. Do you really think Furina wants to meet us? I mean, maybe. They wrote the Steambird article about us, so I don't know. Maybe Furina does want to meet us.
Picking out the 7 is probably still our best
Who
source for
knows?
information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling, for real. And I feel like this game forgets about that sometimes. This game forgets about that
The
sometimes.
more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality.
Ugh, I can't wait.
Whatever that means.
Not the whatever that means.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Okay. Just the fashion and everything. I'm just obsessed with it. It all looks so
If
good.
you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was
Who are
a
they
pretty
talking
decent
about?
person.
I'm nosy.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice he
Oh.
was standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, I thought that was a real
Oh,
story.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something
Okay,
that
I was
really
right.
happened.
I was like, what is
In
Paimon
fact,
talking about?
it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Oh,
good
we're in
tales
for
are often
tea.
based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
That's why Furina said the whole thing about, like, entertainment in a courtroom.
But,
Or, like, an
should
opera in a
court
courtroom.
cases be
Oh my
treated
goodness.
a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice
That's
Navia,
that's my
as
husband.
well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal,
Sorry.
a machine
He's gonna
created by
be-
the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oh. So this is the Nation of Justice. Did we not know that before? I thought we did. At least,
trees?
I feel like it was mentioned in
Some kind of
the preview
machine,
video.
too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro
I think they're gonna laugh at us.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Furina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest
Interesting.
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult.
Okay, at least they took
You'll
us
have to make
seriously.
an appointment well in advance, and it'll
Well in
depend on whether or not
advance.
she
Girl
has
Pop, we
any
don't
time
have well
slots
in
available.
advance. Make an appointment.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Furina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she
I love
is
the little
Archon.
melusines in
Though
the
she may
background.
tend to get a
I'm
little
literally
dramatic from time
obsessed.
to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets it now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
It's so interesting.
Yeah,
Like
I suppose
Furina's status
you
is
could
very
say
different
that.
from the rest of them.
Perhaps you
I mean,
could
it's kind of
even
similar
say
to
our
Nahida's current
mascot.
status, but not at the
Hang
beginning of the
on.
Archon quest.
This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Oh,
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors.
not the in front of visitors.
Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Noirceur.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Seems like the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
I'm really hoping we get some moments with
Who
her.
knows how long
I
this
feel
whole
like I don't know.
treatment
We'll
will
see.
take. Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey,
Great.
what are you looking over there for?
There's a girl. Oh, she's been standing alone for quite some time. Who?
Huh. Maybe something's the matter.
It's Lynette. Oh my
She's
god.
going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Oh my god. I lost my fifth. I got a cheat sheet when trying to pull for Lyney. But at least I have guaranteed Nouvelle. Prelude of. Oh, I did not read that whole thing. Whoops. Anyway, it's still Act 1. Lynette. Oh my god.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
Aww.
It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived
this
in
could
the
be
water?
about the sinking. Maybe they're mermaids or a fantastical race from Fontaine.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would
I
skip
completely
and jump,
like
tossing sand in the
didn't
wind.
think. I completely forgot about the fact.
The sun
I mean, I
shone
knew, but
brightly,
like it just wasn't in the front
and
of
the
my
air
head.
was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Oh.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
I wanted Lyney so bad, but now I have guarantee for Nouvelle, so you know what?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any
She's
concern.
so valid for that.
Oh, allow me to introduce myself.
Lyney's so
I'm
cute.
Lyney, and this is my sister Lynette.
I'll pull on a
If I had to
rebrand.
guess,
I'll pull on a
I'd
rebrand.
say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Oh, I see, what's it called over there? Y'all, I'm just an explorer at this point. Like, I can't help but notice the little Hydroculus over there. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around Paimon. Because you always don't...
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Not the too talkative. That's crazy.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
It seems like Lyney, I'm sorry. Paimon, you're not like
So,
annoying.
What did Lynette
but, you know,
mean just now when
sometimes
she
you
said
just
that the
gotta-
water is
oh, no,
engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been
Oh, the
circulating in
prophecy. I didn't
Fontaine
realize
for some time
we're
now.
just saying not this quickly.
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in Fontaine? I'm
Where
asking is that
to
if I don't already
begin?
know. Oh, here we go.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each
Please,
other yet,
you
have
can't
we?
do that to me.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Please, exactly. Like,
Hello, traveler.
hello, Lyney. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
I love Lyney's voice actor so much. It matches him so much.
Paimon, get a handshake! You're not poking fun at Paimon,
Oh.
are you?
Paimon is not.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new
tea.
friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh,
T.
all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
I'm like waiting for us to get
So
laughed
you're going
at.
to see Lady Furina?
Okay, seems
No
like we're.
problem at all.
I feel like
In
this could just
fact, I
be
was
my
planning to go to the
anxiety
Opera
kicking
House
in,
later
but I was
myself.
getting a little anxious that
I'll
we're gonna get
gladly
like
take you
laughed
once I
at
finish things here.
when we
Please
go to want to
follow
meet
me.
Furina. Okay, we're going with. Okay. I'm gonna work the Hydroculus on my. Uh-oh.
You said you were going to see Lady Furina? Well, it seems Lady Furina has come to see you.
What? Girly papa. Oh, fancy entrance. Chlorinde? Oh my god, I need Furina. I need Nouvelle, I need Furina, and I need Navia. Those are like my three right now that I'm like, need. 1000%. Okay.
Huh. So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand.
She's
and
so
those with
dramatic. I
nothing at
love
all.
her. Her
Raise
energy
your
is like top tier.
glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand and leave.
I feel like she's giving me like Fischl energy, but like actually like has power. Like she's not like Delulu like Fischl.
As you
All
can
the love to
see,
Fischl, by the way, no shade.
two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and
I
his
love her
companion
eyelash. I haven't
who
gotten to
have
like. I
journeyed
never
here
noticed
from
that.
distant lands.
The outfits are so pretty. Oh my god, that outfit is so pretty. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I love fashion. So like when I see like cute looks, especially in Fontaine, I'm like kind of obsessing. Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless.
We fixed the issues,
No,
Girly Pop. I don't know what you're talking
I have
about.
come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never
Oh, I'm
entertain
getting-
the notion of such meaningless wariness.
Girly Pop, what are you
can be
doing?
rest assured, I see clearly your
Even though
sincerity.
I feel like
Of
she could be the bad
course,
guy.
Seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip.
I don't mean to mimic her. It's just been in my head because I've watched the trailer so many times that line's in my head. Okay, well, finding the Archon was easy enough. I feel like we're gonna get arrested soon. I don't know.
Feels like we've only
I
been
feel
here
like
for
it's
a
not.
few
It's
minutes.
only a matter of time.
But
Only a matter of
I thought
time.
the entrance
We're gonna be in our
was,
jail era.
How should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Ahem. Miss Hydro Archon?
Not the Miss Hydro
Where we're
Archon. She's actually Lady Furina.
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic
Oh,
understanding.
she's shading on us.
Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre.
We've defeated gods before,
and
so like,
excellent.
Girly Pop.
I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Be so for
You
real.
had best stop.
I
and
love
consider.
just her vibes.
Do
I
you
love
really
her
have
outfit.
the noble
Sorry.
qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god?
Oh, this guy.
All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
That is exactly why. I didn't even
Talk
think
about
about
sounding
that.
high and mighty.
That guy was the reason why she knew. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Feels like she can't get over herself, and that's why I love her. Her ego
Oh?
makes me.
What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
Oh my god.
What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Furina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Please, they look.
Hey, what's
The
all the
traveler's
commotion?
dressed in completely different clothing and all this and
Is
all
that
that.
Lady Furina?
At least- I don't know
Is there
how
some
they
kind of
figured that
drama
out.
going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady
Interesting.
Furina
I
came
feel like
here
we're the most well known
personally
here,
see
but that's also because of the steam
Oh, I
bird.
bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Furina would never disappoint.
Tea.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus.
Oh.
You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now what?
Now she wants to fight?
She lives for the drama.
getting a little
She
ahead of
lives for the
myself.
drama. Exactly. We were literally just talking about this earlier. What is she doing? Fighting gods. I've got a resume. Bring it on. Oh. Chlorine. Okay. Tea.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Not the divine.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Oh.
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor.
Ooh.
I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
Oh, we're gonna get arrested soon.
Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler
You see,
in another
I knew it.
kind of duel.
That was quick.
A duel in court.
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. It's such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house.
She's just
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel
she's giving
in
me
court?
so much Junko and
We're going
Ashima
to put
vibes,
us
and I
on
freaking love
trial?
it. This is for, I feel like this Archon quest is gonna be for my Danganronpa girlies. And we haven't committed any crimes. We literally just for real. She just wants the drama. And I don't blame her.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Girl, what? What do we do?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady
She's like
Furina.
she's pulling these
No
laws.
one knows the
like,
laws of Fontaine like she
can we have like
does.
a law book, please?
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Oh,
Wait, flying object?
that seems disrespectful to Paimon. Cause I don't think Paimon can walk. So like.
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the
Like I
Hydro
said,
Archon,
I said.
order your arrest.
We're criminals
My
already.
apologies, Lady Furina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Lyney! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Oh, not the objectification of
Great
Paimon.
magician Lyney, my beloved sister.
Cancel.
I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an
I love how she
audience
was like, "Oh
gathered
yeah,
here,
welcome.
allow
You
me
broke
to
the law.
perform a
You're
trick
under
for
arrest."
everyone."
Oh. Hello. Is she on a
Ta-da!
leash?
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
When Lyney patted you on the back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he got that mind of a
As you can all clearly
mastermind.
see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
Oh, don't be a hater.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Let's see.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Furina's charges no longer hold water.
Oh, Furina's gonna find another way to arrest us, surely. She's not giving up that easily. I feel like her crown is honestly like one of my favorite parts of her outfit, though.
Lyney. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which
Damn.
case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Lyney and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Okay. What a moment. I wasn't expecting to see Furina so early, but that was really fun. That was really fun. Okay. So where are we going next?
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen.
I mean, I don't know what we were expecting.
Never even had a chance to
She's
ask
also
her
young,
anything.
right? She's not as young as Nahida,
That's a
but like
problem
she's
for
young.
future Paimon. That whole scene just now was
Because
really...
I'm like blanking, but like I know because the old Hydro Archon's that like tree, like her soul is like in that tree. I'm pretty sure. Thanks for bailing us out, Lyney.
Don't
Lyney's such a
mention
real
it.
one already.
I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So,
At least you remember. That
now
could
do
have
you
been
see
bad.
what kind of god Lady Furina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it. Wait, I have a theory, y'all. And actually, no, I'll have both Archon quests done by the time I upload this, so it doesn't matter. So I'll just put my theory out there. I feel like, what if Furina, like, what if there was some sort of like trial involving our sibling a long time ago? And maybe that's why Furina might not like us. I don't know. Confusing is a good way to put it. What if like our sibling
Anyway,
broke out of jail?
Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lyney.
That'd be something.
It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple
Oh my
tricks
God,
I
forgot,
use to
'cause there's
make a
the
living.
performance. I'm
Lynette
still
is
trying to
my
figure out
assistant.
how the hell Childe's gonna end up in this mix.
It will actually
But
be
it's
my
gonna be
first
tea
time
anyhow,
performing
so.
on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
They just all live for the drama.
And speaking of
They all live for
performances,
the drama. They're
I
just
would
like
be
me.
remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you
I feel like
to
that's why
see
the
my
Inazuma are
performance?
like I love this Mirror Archon quest because of the
My
depth,
brother's
but
always
the
excited
drama
to make new friends.
in the Inazuma.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything
I feel
to
like
do now.
at times it was
and we wanted to go to
unmatched.
the Opera House anyway.
But the depth of this Mirror one, top tier. All right, I would be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic
It's
pocket.
so loud to see Lyney in the
Perhaps
night
you can help
game
me
because like I've been
distribute them to
thinking
the
about their
people here.
character for like for literally like 3 years.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around
It seems like a
Fontaine.
lot of the lines from the trailer came from Act 1.
It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But
We're
here
mentioning
in
Celestia
Fontaine,
already?
evidence
That's
is
why
what matters.
Celestia is right above
There
Fontaine.
hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
I really would love some Celestia involvement in Fontaine. That could be really cute and fun. A
If
little stressful,
even
but
the
fun.
people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Oh, and within the last few years? I thought it was like a lot over time. But that's actually kind of scary that it's happening that quickly. But now the water is engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, I see.
It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is more than a bit of rain.
Then is there no way to prevent this disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Okay. There we go.
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
No kidding.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Okay.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
Oh.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
Oh, the court? Are we sure we want to go to the
We're going
court?
to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and
But
try...
isn't that the same thing? I'm a little confused right now, but you know.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
Oh,
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
okay. Had a little Wi-Fi issue, but we should be back.
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
Okay.
You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Leave it to me.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I guess we're catching a thief. Here we go.
This is the spot where Lyney wanted us to wait.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Time to make the arrest. Up.
Oh
The rest is up to Lyney.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
Yeah, true. Stay here. Ooh, hopefully Lyney.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lyney caught the thief.
Let's go find Lyney.
Yeah, let's go.
I feel like we... Hopefully he did.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all.
Okay, good.
Oh, I can't thank you enough.
I had a feeling
I didn't notice a thing earlier.
it would
Anyway,
go pretty quickly.
I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Oh my
I
god.
saw the general direction she went, but Lyney twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lyney?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it.
Oh.
Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette.
Lynette's, I feel like very chill
I have
and real.
to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lyney's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Alright, let's go. Oh, Paimon was like, get me on that aqua bus. Oh, I'm excited. I've been on it before and it was really fun.
We ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Look at that.
No, that's
Did
not
y'all
what I
see the
meant.
dog in the background?
It's just that, well, you don't
That's
really
so
talk
cute.
that much.
Literally everything
Besides,
has
it
just
doesn't
been
really
so
feel
incredible.
like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Aw. Not the whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's
I
get on
feel
board.
like Traveler is very much feeling sad watching Lyney and Lynette like beat together. I don't know. It could just be me. It's Charlotte! Are they gonna act like we met before or?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure, right?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Okay, good. I was gonna say.
Charlotte!
Because we met in the event. I wonder if it's different if you didn't meet her in the
I never
event.
guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aqua bus. In the story of my life, this is big news.
I'm so happy to
What
see
are you doing in
her.
Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh,
There was a
let
spy.
Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
But they don't know that.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Lyney and his assistant Lynette anywhere.
Aww.
I wouldn't be much of a reporter
I love
if I
Charlotte's
didn't know who
vibes.
they were.
I feel like if
It's
I have
a
extra
pleasure to
promos, I'll
meet
pull
you.
for her whenever
I'm
she
Charlotte,
gets a
a
banner.
reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
That would certainly get my attention.
You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
What is happening?
If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
I love how just so many people here just live for the drama.
Serial disappearances
But
of young
what
women
is that
case.
happening?
You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
That's strange.
But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found.
Oh, that's really
Many
eerie.
suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
What? Wait. What if this is... Arlecchino. Oh my god, I don't know why I blanked on the name. Maybe they're copycat criminals?
Yes, it's possible. But either
What if
way,
that
I
involved
believe that every case has some
maybe, I don't know.
precise
Who
truth
knows?
behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Could be. I mean, I wouldn't expect
Yes,
less
I
from
agree.
it, do we?
And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lyney.
Not this stuff. Please don't imagine that. Continue talking on the aqua bus and Furina, you're arriving at your destination. I love the tour guide. We didn't get that on this trip, but the first trip I did, there was a tour guide. So fun.
Hey, we're almost there. Look.
Oh my god. Okay. The views are just spectacular. Like, I'm in awe. Like, oh, I can't wait to. I haven't done any underwater exploration yet either. This music too. I feel like I'm gonna have lost for words because I'm just like, Genshin really outdid themselves with this. Really outdid themselves. Because like Sumeru was cool, but this. Oh, I love this. I love this song in the OST. It's so like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels like cool. It feels like a touch eerie too, and it's like it has some like mystery to it, which I feel like is very Fontaine.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like
I love
this.
Charlotte's energy.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
We will. Hopefully we get more of her in the Arkham Quest. I assume we will. Since she's the first Fontaine character that I assume will be playable that we met.
Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Okay.
Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Alright. Oh, okay. then I really am glad that they're teleporting us everywhere because they know that like we don't have it unlocked a lot of things. So it's actually kind of great that for the most part they're kind of taking us where we need to go and everything. 'Cause, yeah. Saves editing time for me, if we're being honest. It's so pretty. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty.
This is our current abode.
Oh.
Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Fremine.
Where did everyone else go? I have some new
Wait,
friends
I'm
that I would
confused.
like
Is
to
it Fremine
introduce.
or Femine? Because I've heard it pronounced
they all
both
just
ways
went
now.
out a moment ago.
I'm a little confused. Oh, I love Femine. Or Femine.
I see.
We'll figure it out
Everyone is
eventually.
getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Oh, wait, who's father?
Allow me to introduce you
'Cause
to
they
my
put
little
father in
brother,
quotation
Fremine.
marks.
He is a phenomenal diver.
Oh my goodness, I love Feminine. I love Feminine's
hello.
vibes. I really want Feminine, but I don't. I already have Child. And I don't need Zhongli.
And this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Lyney.
Lyney sure seems to have a big family. Not, well, I mean, he has 2 siblings. Not a lot. Okay, what a talented family. That's a better way. That's a better thing to say. Because they all are really talented.
Lyney, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was
Oh,
about
so
to
I
give
guess
them to
those
you.
materials are in the water, too.
That's our Fremine. Always quick with
Okay,
the
it is
underwater
Femine. Maybe I
work.
just misheard it the first
All
time.
right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Sorry, my headphones once again are a little low because I can't fix them for some reason. Oh. It's raining. Strange. Because they made a comment about that.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there
Okay.
are trials being held in the Opera House,
Oh,
but
interesting.
don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
The weather.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
A legend about
It's
the
said
rain.
that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play,
I want to know
I should
who
yell
their
toward the
parents
sky
are.
at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Aw. Could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon Fontaine?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual.
Because, yeah, is there...
Paimon, try something.
Yeah, there's Inazuma.
Hydro Dragon! Hydro
Yeah.
Dragon! Don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Lynette's just so real with
Sorry,
it.
it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, the rain stops. Okay. The trailer made it seem like rain was unusual.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Lyney?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Lyney.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there?
Okay.
I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted.
He's just like me
and
for
the boss
all.
there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Honestly, that's me. I feel like I'm talkative around people like who I get closer with. But like when I first meet people, I'm like...
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
I love Fremine. Fremine is so sweet. And I love the design. Where are we at?
Hello? Is there anyone here?
I love
hello
her
there.
design.
New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying
They're
that
such
I had
real
a business to
ones.
run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Aww.
Wow. So, is Lyney actually loaded?
Oh, Lyney's loaded?
I can't say for sure, but
Don't
who
be shy,
knows?
share.
Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense based on the
Is this
vibe of
machine
Fontaine.
what you used to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Everything here just looks advanced, honestly.
Why
It's really
use your
cool.
hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
There's the
Oh,
energy
well,
crisis. Oh
it's
my
a
goodness,
little
this makes so much
complicated.
sense. Because
I'm
there's so
not
many
sure
machines.
I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's
Oh
produced
yeah,
from
I
trials.
forgot that was mentioned in the Archon. I mean, not in the Archon
How
quest,
can
the
trials
special preview.
produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's
Whoa.
belief in justice and converts
Really
it
got
into
that whole
energy to be
accent out
used
there.
all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Hyman heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Hyman still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Hida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
It's very interesting.
I've never heard anyone really put it that way before. It sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
No, what is
You
happening?
again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
You're right.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Before you go around
Uncle
trying
the
to
Pop.
collect payments,
Mr.
why don't you
Worldwide?
settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
No, what is Childe doing here?
You're from
I knew
Bank.
he's gonna be here, but I was
But
expecting him
we
this
said we
soon.
would pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Oh my goodness.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the
They're
chances?
like, what the heck? What is happening? That's me too, honestly.
Fontaine! You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to stay in Snezhnaya. I'm not a fan of the cold, but you know, Fontaine really is a curious place. I mean, it's kind of in the middle
Short,
of
I've
everything.
already been in
it seems like.
Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Really just said, put your...
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Oh, I wouldn't want to be rude
boy.
when you owe money.
You want your mora? Fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the
Don't
way,
mess with
Traveler,
Childe, girly pop. I wouldn't do
The last time I
that.
took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up.
Oh, I wouldn't mess with Childe.
Can you
Don't
at
do
least
it.
let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients.
I mean, they
You're
started
the ones who
first.
started it.
Well,
This is an
exactly.
act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Okay, sure. So, is that why he's gonna get his vision taken? Because his vision, yeah, his vision's there right now. But yeah, but it's like kind of real. Yeah, it is real. No, his vision's real. Sorry, I had a minute. Maybe. Oh, I guess we can only use Childe. What's his build? Oh, they actually gave him a nice build. Okay. Noblesse.
Riptide.
I'm not the biggest fan of Childe's playstyle, I'll be honest. Actually, no, but that's fine. Loser. Oh, well, they're done with. They're done with.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Period.
Huh?
Huh?
Now's my chance!
What is happening? Is it because he committed a crime? Oh. Something's happening.
That was weird.
Because they zoomed in on his vision, so something's happening. What just happened? Are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Oh, yeah, no, the vision is real. Sorry, I had a moment.
First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
I mean, Furina probably is good, especially of hydro visions. I wouldn't be surprised.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You better not use your delusion too often. Ugh. I'm still emotionally damaged 2 years later after all of the situations with the delusions.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, Childe? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
It has to be something else. It can't be just for
Well,
Northland Bank.
I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself.
It's
But
interesting though that
recently,
we're seeing.
There seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
So about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
Unknown abyss?
During that time, I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Oh.
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
What is it? Great question. I don't think it's like Pennywise
She never
Pound.
explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in
Oh
front
wait,
of
it's like
me
the
appeared
beginning
a
of
whale
the
that was so massive,
overture trailer.
I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
Interesting.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
The power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
I'm kind of curious if it's someone we've met before. Or someone we've heard about.
Sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Wasn't that Chlorine?
Official champion duelist?
Because that was mentioned in the special program. They revealed a lot in the special program, I feel like.
Fontaine,
But not like too
before
much.
a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion
Oh, so Childe's going to
duelist.
court.
The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice.
Oh, I feel
but
like
to
Childe's
stand
going to trial.
And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that
Y'all,
Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor.
Oh my
Otherwise,
god.
why gamble with your life?
Y'all, I can't. Please don't kill off Child. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that.
Winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
I feel like that wouldn't be mentioned.
None of the champion
if
duelists
he
are to be
doesn't almost
trifled
die.
with.
I just hope
Which
it's not
is
like the Zhao
exactly
thing.
why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently,
I
the
feel
one
like I
I'm
felt
meeting
all my
today,
emotions, and then he
Chlorine,
was just fine.
is the strongest of the champion duelists.
Okay, Chlorine, you're
I've been
right.
asking her for some
right.
time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's Child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Florand. Huh.
When we met at the Hydro Archon.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Oh? So he willingly gave up his vision.
Vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
Okay.
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be
Is
better
he
off
allowed
without
to
it for
use
now.
his...
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
I feel like it's gonna get confiscated from us. Confiscated.
Again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Alright. I hope we get to see the duel. I think we will based on the...
feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lyney's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day where Paimon would enjoy reading.
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both
Not the
have
light.
merits,
I feel like
but
they're always
Paimon
mentioning
thinks
the
this
light
style of novels are more,
oh my goodness.
well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lyney's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Lyney says that the Opera House is... Oh, now this is fancy! The Opera at Cles. What a place to hold a performance!
This is a huge building.
Lyney and
Well,
Lynette were
most of
looking
it's kind of
forward
like
to
decorative
it.
things. I don't know how much you can really use those side
Looks
bits.
like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Interesting.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a
Oh,
bright
it's a
and
wishing
healthy child.
fountain.
We pray.
Oh, for the Archon.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Hello? Who was that?
What's wrong?
Oh, nobody else could hear that. Oh, someone in her.
Vache.
Who is that? Trying to... Is it...
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Trying to think about the voice we heard in the... Was it Wanderer's Quest? That was Istaroth, but I don't know if that's Istaroth or not. Strange.
Welcome to the Fountain of
That was the last
Lucine.
time we really heard someone in
All
our
the
head
water
like that.
flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared
I don't know why Paimon's so scared. She walked right up to us very calmly.
When he asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Oh my god. I guess because it was just very intense. I seemed to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
The voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others
Could it have
of
to
my
do with
family have
having
had
Childe's
similar
vision?
experiences.
I don't know. Or it could just be our weird, whatever the heck our
What's
element
hearing
is.
a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What do with anything.
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
That's interesting.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened
I'm
to
like,
them.
it's
Rather
a
than
little
worrying
strange,
about them,
but you know.
we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lyney might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Okay.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Lyney.
I wonder if Act 1 will end with the performance. And I'm screaming. Look at how pretty it is. I'm sorry. I am a simmer.
Good to see you.
I love some good architecture.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I've been looking forward to it since we saw like the little tidbits in the trailer.
Judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment.
Okay, he's giving us
I'll fetch the
tickets.
tickets.
I just love his outfit. I think that's my favorite part of Lyney, which is why I really wanted to get him, but Chi-Chi had other plans. But it's my first
The
Chi-Chi
Opera
con,
House has
surprisingly.
assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats.
Oh, whatever
and
one.
Here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lyney.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lyney. Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lyney.
I want to see what our seats look like. I want to see what because we've seen the Opera House. Is that just Nouvellette just sitting there?
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's
Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm getting unhinged. I'm sorry. I mean, y'all kind of had to expect it. Oh, look, we're sitting next to my man. Shower's going like, what? Y'all, stop side-eyeing him so... Like, he's not dumb. He'll be able to tell that you're both side-eyeing him right now.
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kind of awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this
Paimon, you're always the one to talk.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Oh, his voice.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard
Paimon,
all of that?
you are loud, Girly Pop. You are loud.
You have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
Please, this game's so awkward. Help.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Lyney's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Lyney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, maybe he isn't like
so
a
you're
villain.
not friends with Lyney then? is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly
Oh, he's
forgot
gonna.
to make her introduction.
Okay, Paimon's gonna pull out
Nice
the.
to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Okay.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
Oh, okay. We're known.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
So it's very. People are very serious about their.
Noirceur, what an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Look at how gorgeous the theater is. Like,
I should say
I'm
it is
sorry.
in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Noirceur? Could he be?
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Noirceur is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
I'm
And
so
by the
curious
way,
about
I should
what
probably
he is,
let you
'cause he
know,
doesn't have a vision.
even though I would prefer
Doesn't
not
have a
to.
vision.
There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
I swear,
I believe she is
Furina,
trying to
what are
give
you
a
doing here,
most
girl?
elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Interesting.
Otherwise, she
I
may
don't know.
become
I'm kind of confused about how Furina feels about
flustered.
us. Like, I'm still a little confused.
Huh? Oh, it's Furina, the Hydro Archon. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the show.
So is this what things
It
are like
seemed.
between
Hopefully,
the
it's more
Chief
full
Justice
when
and the Hydro
we
Archon?
watch, because it seemed a bit.
Please wait just
quiet
a
in
moment
there.
longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations,
But it
and the
could have also been
performance
'cause we
will
were kinda
start as
zoomed in.
soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start.
I'm so excited. I'm very excited.
I've never seen a real live magic show before.
Oh. Okay, the crowds enter the venue and the curtains open for the show to begin. Oh, there you go. We see people now. I think it was just the zooming in.
They're dimming the lights. The show must be
And also,
starting.
shh. Paimon, do you not know theater etiquette?
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Okay, Gochi figured it out quickly, or else I would shush you, Paimon.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show,
Lyney.
Lyney.
Oh my god, I'm very excited.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
She just seems like emo.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Oh, okay, they
Both
give away
Lynette
their visions.
and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods
This is
won't be able to
Fontaine's the
help
first time we
us.
see people remove their visions.
point.
Well, like, besides like
That's
getting their
what
visions
makes the
taken
show
away,
real
obviously.
magic.
Now, without further
least that from
ado,
what I
let the
remember.
show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily.
Lyney's such a great entertainer.
Perhaps
Oh my
in
goodness.
an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Hello?
A magician's greatest
Oh,
skill
cutscene.
is making
Sorry.
things disappear
You gotta be seated.
or appear. The possibilities are endless.
I'm so glad that the show got the cutscene of the Archon quest. I mean, there can always be more than one cutscene per Archon quest, but you know. Oh. Oh, I'm loving this music. Oh, the bird just went flying. It's just like the.
But this isn't what you came for.
This isn't what you
These
came
little
for.
tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think?
Oh, I want to see.
This one's a little tricky.
Oh, the Hydra Traveler color is so pretty. Oh my god, a bird! A bird! Oh my god, I'm a
Using
little
this
scared.
water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
Oh my
right before
God.
your very eyes.
I'm nervous. There's Chlorinde as well. Oh god, I'm a little nervous. I know it's magic, but like, I'm kind of nervous.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully.
Oh no.
With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Oh god, I'm scared. Oh. What?
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Huh?
Huh? What happened? But her clothes are still in there. Oh, that was really cool. Okay. That was a little nerve-wracking. I felt my heart. This is so fun. This is like one of the most like fun little cutscenes we've got. I love. That was so fun. But it was a very nerve-wracking because it was like, not Lynette.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
No wonder he's a famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
That's right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
That was so cool.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough, but Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of
it's gonna be us or Paimon. It's gonna be Traveler or Paimon.
If
I already
my
know it.
assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are
I feel
two
like it's gonna be
boxes
Paimon.
and only two boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please,
okay.
everyone
It's definitely
pay
gonna be one
very
of us.
close attention to the box
I wanna
you
be
see here.
surprised.
Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lyney have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number
Oh,
selector.
okay, it's still probably gonna
It
choose
selects
us though.
numbers entirely at random.
'Cause
Even I
this
don't
is
know who will
Genshin.
be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
I'll be surprised if it's not us.
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations!
Okay, so
you
it's not
now have the
us.
chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be us,
I'm
not gonna
sorry,
lie.
It might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
Oh no. Oh, I'm sure Lyney's prepared.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted.
Oh.
Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59,
59,
58.
60,
59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Ooh.
54, 53, 52.
Slow down, Paimon.
Counting, Nervalette.
Oh my god, you're so
I'm
nosy,
counting in my
Paimon.
head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40, 39,
38. I'm so curious to see what's
Mr.
gonna
Lyney,
happen.
You all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine, I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
It's weird when we can't hear it because it sounds like they're just stopping counting. But I think it's all part of the show. Huh? Girly Pop what?
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it come from the stage?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23.
What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Uh-oh.
Never
He's
mind
gonna,
the
he'll
decorations.
do it.
There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Oh, another cutscene.
Almost there now.
I love how these magic tricks are
Swapping
altering
two
the
people is harder
cutscenes.
work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. 7. Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5. 4. 3.
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
Imagine. What's gonna happen? He did alright, King. That was really fun. This is such a fun little quest. I'm having such. Hello. It's gonna open. What? What happened? Huh?
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no.
Is that?
Maybe this isn't part of the show. The
Oh
girl is still in that
no!
box,
Is Lyney gonna go to court?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
Oh my god.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Oh my god, no. Lyney.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell,
No,
one of the
not
assistants in Lyney's
Cowell.
magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall
What?
onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Where's the
And
guest
after
from
an
the
initial
audience,
search of the
then?
area,
Why are all the
guards have
audience members
confirmed
still
that the
here? I'm
girl
kind of
is
confused.
nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance.
Are they here just for the tea?
And there are many indications that it is connected with
It-
the
the-
case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Oh.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this, who was it though? Because it definitely wasn't Lyney.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale.
No, I don't think it's Lyney. I don't think it's him.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect.
I wasn't expecting
for the serial
Lyney to be a criminal.
disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation.
Hello?
A bald-faced challenge.
I feel like this is the most drama I've ever seen in the beginning of Narcon Quest. Like, what?
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to
Someone's
catch the
setting him
criminal
up.
behind the
Someone is
disappearance
setting
case.
him up.
Possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most. It's hard to believe all this happened during the show.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Furina.
Oh, I feel like
may
my
assume
heart
that
is
your
beating right
comments
now.
just
Like, I'm
constitute an
nervous.
accusation against Mr. Lyney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Furina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Is he gonna get
Kidnapping
canceled?
and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Furina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what
Wait, what if
excites
Furina's
me
behind
even more than the obvious truth
What if
before our
Furina is
eyes
behind the missing
is
girls?
The opponent I'll be facing.
Okay, that's kind of a new
That's right.
theory.
I mean, you, traveler. You'll support Lyney, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I do think Lyney's being set up. I trust Lyney.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
Oh my goodness.
But with Lyney's help,
I
our
like
duel
feel.
ended in a draw.
I'm so anxious.
But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than
Is it
here,
happening now?
on the grandest of stages.
Why is it happening
the
now?
Opera Epicles.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
Please, she's Delulu, just like me.
understand.
She's
Charges have now been
Delulu, just
pressed,
like me.
And as such, a trial is in order.
Oh my god.
Well, traveler, seems Lady Furina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney's attorney?
Oh, we're in our
defend him
lawyer
in this
era.
case?
Yes, I am.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their
Okay.
cases and search for the
Oof.
truth.
Oh my god. This is a lot. So we're a
Lyney and
lawyer, I
his
guess
troop
now.
are
I
all
don't know how we're
potential
qualified,
suspects
but you know
and shall
what?
remain within the Opera House.
I don't know how we're
The
qualified.
audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Everyone is dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Furina and Navia. Oh, they didn't. Oh, I thought they were gonna detain him. Oh my goodness. So I guess he's
Sorry
free until
about
now.
everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself.
Oh, poor Cowl.
How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
No, it's hard to say. I feel like it isn't him. I feel like he's being set up. I feel like we have to say it's hard to say.
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for you to grasp the situation. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries.
I think someone's setting
such
him
that all
up. I
that's
don't know who it
left
is. It could be
is
Furina.
confusion.
Could be somebody else.
I don't know whether what
What
happened
if-
there on the
hold
stage
up.
was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
Okay, so I feel like Furina might be trying to set people up to go into court for energy, you know, because like it relies on things for energy. So what if that's the reason? So I feel like the Archon is Furina is a little bit of a criminal.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either.
But
If
why is she
someone tampered
specifically
with my
targeting
performance,
young
then we
girls?
need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
It's very strange.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get those glasses? Oh my god, what is
We were
this?
reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Please.
Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
Where does Paimon get money?
I think they look cute.
She's
on
not
you,
doing the
Paimon.
commissions.
You have
She's not doing those domains.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
I really hope this doesn't affect Lyney
But
in
with
any
the guards
way.
watching our every
'Cause,
move, it's going to be especially difficult
Lyney's
for
too
Lynette and I to
good.
prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
Alright.
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lyney.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Because why did
Tis
it fall,
truly a
though?
pity.
That's what I'm trying to...
As a magician, our magic
But
show
I
is a
mean-
work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Furina did say at the
But
beginning
if revealing
that
our
we were
secrets will
underestimating
help you
her
uncover
power.
the truth behind what
So-
happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Okay. Oh, we're just going straight to it.
How's the investigation going?
We're Lyney and Lynette's attorneys.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Furina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
It's really interesting how Fontaine just has
The
just turned
deceased
into a
is
murder mystery
one of
now.
Lyney's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Why was Cowl inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Lyney is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive!
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
That's not always true. People can be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know.
I feel like
that I'm
everybody in
warning you for
Fontaine is
your own
very
good.
straightforward, which I'm
Anyway,
kind
you
of
may
liking
investigate
right
the
now.
scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
You can use the case record to confirm. Oh, okay. Fun. Okay, that'll be great. Okay, so this is probably what we'll use for. Okay, the investigation. Okay. Deceased identity. Alright, so I guess we'll be.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping
Navia!
an eye on you for a while now.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Taylor Swift.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
I'm so excited for Navia, y'all.
Have you
never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Oh my god. I love Navia.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Mademoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Melus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Lyney an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Furina sure was quick to point the finger at Lyney without any decisive evidence whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I'm sus of Furina. I kind of have been.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Furina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
I don't either.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No. No, not really.
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside.
See, Silver and Melus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I, too, think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Melus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors.
Okay. Okay, good. We got Navia.
Which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Okay.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Not the assistants.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
I think you're really missing the point, Paimon.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Sometimes there's just like a long gap when you're using the autoplay, and I'm like, what is happening?
We'll be making some preparations first.
Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lyney's tricks. Thanks!
This is definitely
Understood.
a long one.
Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
I love Navia so much. Her energy
Got a
is
little
top
carried away
tier.
there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
Ooh.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Below stage? What do we do? Oh, probably fair.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right,
Okay.
let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
All right.
So there was a passageway under the magic box.
That makes so much sense. And the passage, and this passage linked the 2 boxes together. Wait.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see.
It is a little
So
suspicious that we
that's the
heard
purpose
nothing
of
of
the
Lynette
box
during
inside
that
another
bit,
box.
but I don't think it's
Precisely.
them. I really don't.
The inner box
be a
would
plot
descend
twist.
after the audience member was put
Big
inside
plot
and
twist.
be moved along the trolley. All while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right. You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
That's what I'm asking.
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
Then it couldn't have been them because they're
That's how
doing
we
their
were able to
tricks.
coordinate Lyney's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked. Wow. Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last.
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
But why was Cal there? I'm kind of
This would
confused.
have been an
Maybe Cal was
astonishing
helping?
trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Lyney and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're
Oh,
counting
also,
on
their
you.
wait, are their visions gone? I think their visions are gone now, which is interesting. I don't know what'll happen with those. Cause wait, who took the visions? Was it Cal? I think Cal was the one who took the visions. All right. Oh, we got a lot of things. All the structures. Okay.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both
There's so
quite
much tea.
inexplicable.
I'm like,
No wonder Furina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Lyney and Lynette.
no.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the oratrice will hear statements from both sides. That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? I thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
The tea is hot. Oh my goodness.
For that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course, Paimon.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Oh my god.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spina di Rosula thing. Okay. Oh, that looks so good.
That it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
Not that I was applauding.
I was giving encouraging smiles.
Not what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Paimon.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thank you.
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Lyney and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins... Wait, what if it was that guy who was spying on us?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
Not 5.
5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please, there were only 3 on your plate.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
Oh.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine if you ate them.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
All right, thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Alright, probability of third person being involved. Okay. Wait, oh, the trial is part of this quest.
We've got to get her...
What?
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I do have some thoughts.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lyney and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Furina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
All right. Oh, I'm nervous.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you are willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
Oh.
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Lyney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Lyney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Furina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open.
Wow.
Mr. Lyney is clearly lying.
Not the position
There
of.
is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if
they
you were
did
to
not.
abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were
oh my
hardly
God.
in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I
Oh,
may
this is
ask,
interesting.
what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hello?
Hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lyney not know about the sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Uh-oh.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Oratrice's stance on the trial. Oh.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Oh.
House of the Hearth?
Okay, I guess we're admitting it now. I've seen theories about this, and it's right. Oh my god, they are.
No wonder they did something like this.
They have a connection to
So the serial
Arlecchino.
disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I knew it.
I've got a feeling
I
that
had
what
this
happened
theory
on
earlier.
stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
I wasn't expecting that to be brought up now.
Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Oh my god.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look
Not the cheering.
Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose.
Oh my god, that's a lot though to
This
handle.
was almost too easy. Oh, good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Lyney. Why didn't you tell us this before?
Lyney and Lynette are Fatui. Oh
Order,
my god.
order.
I cannot.
Mr. Lyney, allow me to reestablish the facts. Lady
No
Furina
wonder
has
why
raised 2 points.
Arlecchino
First,
was with
when the
them.
thud was heard in the opera house,
Oh my
you were
God.
neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
He looks really guilty. There's no doubt. Oh, let me pause it. There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given how Lyney has concealed his identity, this could all have been set up beforehand. Plus, Childe is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at the work here. Oh my goodness. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now... Oh yeah, and Leeway. Oh my god.
Please answer my question, Mr. Lyney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Oh. This is a lot. Oh no.
I knew it!
Not the exciting
That's it. We
audience.
might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My defense cannot proceed. My client has... Okay.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment, and there are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Lyney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
I don't... I love like Furina's design, but oh, she's getting me a little riled up right now. Oh.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up.
Really went into
sorry,
the receipt. My
Traveler.
goodness.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
I feel like
Higher reasoning on the
very
assumption
sad.
that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
Oh
I'm
my goodness.
very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vitui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face.
My goodness.
I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
Oh my god, Lyney,
The truth
I
is
get where
very
you're coming
important,
from, but like...
being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how do we know this isn't just all another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You
This
met a
is just a
Fatui
lot,
who works
like,
as a magician, a
a
trickster
lot.
by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Not in this
Sorry.
case.
Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask.
Oh my goodness. This is like a
We've
lot.
been trying to find out how the
it's
Aura Trace
stressing me out.
operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Oh, the air tunnel. I mean, the air vent.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Someone's voice? Oh, wait, like we did.
Which should have been
What is
impossible,
happening?
of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Oh my god, this is tea.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how the Aura Trace operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course.
Oh yeah.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
What if Childe like breaks into the
Skills are
courtroom?
tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need. Oh yeah, you're right. The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lyney's statement. Lyney claims he headed to the chamber containing the Aura Trace. Alright. The voice in the... Okay. Oh my god. The nerves. This is nerve-wracking.
Both parties have returned to their positions.
Oh.
Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Furina as fact. Therefore, Lady Furina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then,
I hate her
if
attitude.
everyone would
It's
lend
not
me
giving.
their attention, at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective.
Oh my god, they keep doing like the...
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
That's a fact.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Hawk. He did not realize
No, that's
that
not
this
true.
song could
How do
be
I...
heard
What
by
do I do?
everyone in the opera. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught So Lyney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Lyney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
This is true. This one's
Does
true.
the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Furina's description of the events?
The key to refuting Lady Furina is the order of events.
Oh,
What he
Traveler's voice.
experienced and what he
Okay.
saw.
I feel like these three are false. Okay.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
Okay, that's what it's called. Is it just... It's something Ace Attorney, and I'm forgetting what the freaking name is, and I'm so silly.
When the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel.
Y'all, I'm just a little... I was too excited for Fontaine and then didn't get good sleep.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Oh. Oh, it's even now. Okay, successful. Perfect. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a journey.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Oh, wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The on-stage equipment was clearly tampered with a premeditated fashion.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lyney only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him!
And that's why they're partners of mine.
I
Managed
love
to turn
Navia.
things around. Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember?
Of course I do.
Oh, I didn't read the other one.
In the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue.
That's right! Lyney wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lyney had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best.
I love the references. It's so good. It's so good.
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was... Oh my goodness. We're already here. The criminal must have understood the methods behind Lyney's magic trick and must have... Oh, I missed it. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crimes at his disposal. The noise could have likely have been the sound of Cowell. Okay. Lyney was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given him time. Given time for Cowell to bring testimony. No one had entered or exiting the box would have been in full view.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
Oof.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like This is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Magic. Escaping from the water tank. Could have been the water.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward
My
delay
goodness,
in the
what is happening?
performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I don't know how we didn't bring up the base until now.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
Oh.
If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a
Oh my
person
goodness.
ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
We might find something there. I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Lyney already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Oh my goodness.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps a new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are...
The primordial
water from
sea.
The primordial sea.
What's the primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Oh.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids.
Something I knew.
Dissolve
Not new. And really come to my brain until we kind
One
of
of these tubes was
came together
labeled
here.
Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty.
Oh.
The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Oh.
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait!
Hello?
What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
Oh.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Lyney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
Hello, this is a lot.
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
What is the primordial sea, though?
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time machine!
I love the references they did. It's so good.
Plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector.
My thing is like, I keep thinking back to the moment where Cowell
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered,
got
the
Lyney
metal
to look
hook
at
would
things.
retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage.
Oh.
But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh, we're even. We're even again.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now,
She does have good
it seems like the only
intentions,
point of
but
contention
her
remaining
attitude
is the
sometimes, I'm
exact
like,
circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice
so it
who
seems
could be
like
related
she's
to
good.
the
It doesn't
situation.
seem like...
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence.
New evidence?
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Lyney's personal effects.
What?
What?
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic.
I feel
to
like
have your own counterattack
he set him up. He set him up.
wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
All right.
Lyney did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Okay. We can do this.
Am I right, Mr. Lyney?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Oh no.
Is this the end of the road?
Oh no.
I can't think of anything either.
This is stressful.
There's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
think we've all to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is stressful.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Oh yeah, Navia went to go look for something. Oh, I forgot to turn on audio
Miss,
again.
I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
I forgot because people could just
Don't
like
be
come and
hasty.
watch.
I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh.
What?
Right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lyney, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Huh?
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again?
I'm so
Wouldn't
confused.
such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lyney and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
Wait, what did they do?
I understand.
What did they do?
And voila.
Huh? Huh? They did something.
Sorry for the interruption.
I'm so...
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
What?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl.
Oh, I was expecting this plot twist.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Mondstadt?
I heard that Lyney's show
I'm sorry,
was
every
going to
time
be a real
she was called
thriller,
Halsey, I
but
thought about
missed
Halsey
chance
the
to
singer.
buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And
She's a
I'd
thief.
never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lyney was the one who caught me in the act.
Oh, this all makes sense now. So like that's why
You were the thief.
this all makes
Lyney
sense.
even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
But the number selector chooses that same one every time.
He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down,
So Cal was...
so I knocked him out and stuffed him into
This
the
is...
box.
There's so much going
There was nowhere to
on.
run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes.
My goodness, I'm kind of
I
like...
slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're a practiced hand at concealment, probably.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning.
This time,
We need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Oh, all right. We can do it. Oh, we did it. We did it.
It's Ace Detective Paimon time!
I think it's just called Ace Attorney now I think about it.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
My goodness.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box.
I feel like we haven't addressed the fact the water.
She changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Oh. Okay, it's even again. Oh my goodness. This is the longest first act of an Archon quest like I've ever seen, but it's so fun. So, like, I feel like this is gonna be almost as long as the monster.
Guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
That makes so much sense. I didn't even think about that. How did I, like, not, like...
so that's the whole story. Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Furina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Furina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow. Look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the whole sequence of events.
This was such a journey, like,
the
genuinely.
Actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box, and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water.
The, like, whole vision was really cool too.
The young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Lyney, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Lyney, the accused,
that's a relief.
is in fact
Even though I knew it was
innocent.
true, I'm like, I was really...
While there is much in Lyney and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Oh, wait. Why did that kind of look a lot like the Honkai Star Rail, like, wishing screen? I don't know. I've never played, but I've seen other people wish. And it looked a lot like it.
As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Yes! Oh my goodness.
Great work, partners.
Oh my goodness. That was a journey. Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lyney, but you, yes?
Oh.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly, unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Higher-ups?
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve.
Who's the boss, though?
It can also be made into a potion, which, when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business
Wait, what
for
if
a
the
while
boss...
and have made decent mora off it. The
Is the boss
disappearances were
Corin?
also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
The boss? Oh! He's just turned into water. Oh my god. Huh?
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected
I don't
any
think it was
less of
Chlorine.
them.
I don't know.
An outrageous act.
Kind of.
All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
However, nothing is found on the scene apart from the liquid. Okay. That was a lot. A lot.
So, we're just going back now?
The problem seemed to have been solved for now.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon!
Oh,
Please
Lyney.
wait.
Oh my god. Hello? What is Lyney doing?
Lyney...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
Oh my god. I mean, we're friends with Childe. Childe's a freaking harbinger. I don't think we should hold it against Lyney. Because Lyney seems like a good person, okay? Sorry, I'm gonna go on a tangent. I just don't wish to see anyone be falsely accused.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like
We're
the
friends with
opportunity
Childe,
to
and
set
Childe's
things
part of the
straight.
Fatui, so you know what?
I didn't approach
And Childe
you
did,
with
like,
any
fight us,
ulterior
so...
motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Lyney this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all.
Oh.
That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The name. Wait, which one is that? Oh my god, I'm blanking.
The one who controls the House of the Heart?
Oh no, that is Arlecchino. That is Arlecchino. Okay. Sorry, I got confused because they referred to her as father, and I got thrown off.
Since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story?
Lore, we're seated.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is,
What the hell?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
Oh my god.
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Villains. So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person, and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
The knave. Oh my god.
She'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Oh.
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her.
This is a lot.
I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
That's all in the past, though.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
I'm really confused.
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you.
It's alright. I understand. The only thing
we
I
don't
can do is
completely
relay
trust
all this
Childe,
to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the house, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right.
Oh.
If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you.
I really like Lyney, and I'm not gonna hold it against him, even if the Traveler is. I'm my own person.
Bye, Lyney.
Oh, that's such a sad way to end that little bit. Oh, I love Lyney. That makes me really sad. So, what is happening? Navia.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though.
Oh.
Don't you think so, too?
I'm sorry, Navia.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Lyney. I wasn't necessarily looking into getting...
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Huh.
Oh.
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
We're literally only
Sorry.
here to find our sibling.
I might have been too presumptuous.
We always forget
Say
this.
that, Navia.
Not we, the
And
game.
we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Aww. I feel like
It was
we're...
like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so, let's go have a meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
Okay.
All right, then. Let's have our farewell meal.
Alright. Oh, that's where Act 1 ends? They really end it just on a cliffhanger. Okay. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. I can't believe that was a long quest. I think I have like 3.5 hours of footage, honestly. But I'll edit it down. I'll probably cut a bunch of like the trial bits when I'll try to keep most of all the important dialogue. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for Act 1 of the Fontaine Archon quest. That's so wild to say, because I've been waiting for it for so long. Act 2 should be out tomorrow. You guys should be seeing this on Thursday. Hopefully Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Or maybe at a different time, depending on when you're watching. But it'll be up the next day, or maybe it's available now if whenever you're watching. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your day. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!